Breaking news. The NFL season has just taken a shocking turn. After a statement victory over the New England Patriots, the Las Vegas Raiders are sending a message to the entire league. They are here to dominate. But what comes next could define their season. The spotlight shifts to Monday Night Football, where the Raiders face the Chargers in a clash that has fans holding their breath. Stay with us, because what we're about to reveal will make you see this season in a whole new light. The Raiders entered 2025 with one mission: prove they can stand among the NFL's elite. Their Week 1 performance against the Patriots wasn't just a win, it was a statement. From the very first snap, you could feel a different energy, confidence, control, and a relentless drive that Raiders fans have been waiting years to see. What stood out wasn't only the score, but the mindset. The team's mentality appears sharper and more unified than ever before. Coach Pete Carroll, analyzing their performance closely, praised the way the Raiders carried themselves on the field. He emphasized their focus, determination, and ability to maintain balance under pressure. According to him, preseason is where a team lays its foundation, but the true test always comes under the bright lights of the regular season. Against New England, the Raiders passed that test with flying colors. The offseason work is already paying off. With significant roster changes, this squad has built not just talent, but a culture. The chemistry between players is visible, and the bond is translating into results. It's more than just football, it's a shift in identity. But before we dive into the latest developments and the road ahead for the Raiders, a quick reminder. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss the breaking stories that shape the NFL season. All right, let's move forward to the big news. Because the journey is only beginning. The Patriots were the first hurdle, but the Chargers on Monday Night Football will be the true measuring stick. This matchup isn't just another game. It's a battle for momentum, respect, and early season dominance. You could see it in the win over the Patriots. This wasn't just about talent on the field. It was about a unity that's rare for a team still finding its identity. The chemistry is undeniable, and that bond could be the secret weapon that lifts the Raiders into a new tier of competition. But now comes a challenge that carries even more weight. The Los Angeles Chargers, a team that controlled the rivalry last season, a team that knows how to exploit weaknesses. Yet this time, the Raiders step in with something different: renewed confidence, a stronger roster, and the determination to prove the story has changed. These are not the same Raiders who faltered in the past. These are Raiders hardened by mistakes, sharpened by experience, and hungry for redemption. The expectations are sky high. Can Las Vegas finally flip the script? They've got the intensity, the teamwork, and the leadership to do it. If they stay focused, this could be the moment that vaults them into the heart of the divisional race. But while the spotlight is on the upcoming clash, another storyline has left the fanbase holding its breath. Rising star Brock Bowers, one of the brightest sparks on offense, was forced out of the Patriots game with a knee injury. For a moment, it looked like disaster, an early blow that could derail the team's momentum. The whispers of surgery shook the locker room and the fanbase alike. The good news? Early reports suggest the injury isn't as severe as first feared. Relief swept across Raider Nation, but the concern remains. Will Bowers be ready in time and at full strength for the battles ahead? Still, the cloud of uncertainty lingers. No one can say for sure how long Brock Bowers will be at full strength. In his own words during a recent interview, Bowers struck an optimistic tone. He admitted the pain was real, but insisted the decision to come off the field was mostly precautionary. "I'm already feeling better," he said. "With the extra days of rest this week, I'll be back soon." His confidence is reassuring, but the Raiders know better than to rush a player so central to their offense. The tight end is not just another name on the roster. He's a cornerstone of the scheme, and pushing him too fast could risk far more than one game. The silver lining is depth. Michael Mayer, entering his second season, now has the opportunity to showcase what he's capable of. Last year, he gave glimpses of his potential, and the coaching staff believes he can rise to the occasion. With Bowers sidelined, Mayer becomes the next man up, a chance to prove he can shoulder the responsibility and keep the offense rolling. But Bowers' injury isn't the only storyline shaping the Raiders' path forward. All eyes are also on Geno Smith. The veteran quarterback, stepping into the spotlight for Las Vegas, delivered an impressive debut in Week 1. His timing, composure, and growing chemistry with his receivers offered a glimpse of what this offense could become. With more trust now placed in his hands, Smith's ability to lead without his star tight end may very well decide how far the Raiders can go. Geno Smith may not yet carry the reputation of an elite quarterback, but make no mistake, he's on a mission to change that narrative. All offseason, he and Brock Bowers pushed each other in training sessions, building a chemistry that was impossible to ignore in Week 1. Smith himself admitted how much that work has paid off, describing their connection as one of the keys to his early success. But now, with Bowers sidelined, the challenge intensifies. The spotlight shifts entirely to Geno Smith, and the question is simple. Can he carry this offense without his most trusted target? His debut against the Patriots suggested he can. Analysts praised his command of the game, with some calling it the most impressive first outing of any quarterback this year. His accuracy, decision-making, and poise in the pocket turned heads and silenced doubts. Still, the real test lies ahead. It's one thing to shine in an opener. It's another to sustain that level against tougher defenses, especially in primetime matchups. Smith can't afford to lean on one star. He'll need to spread the ball, trust his depth chart, and show that he's more than just a quarterback with a single weapon. The Raiders' immediate future may well hinge on his adaptability. Can Smith step up as the leader this roster needs? Can he keep the offense balanced, resilient, and dangerous until Bowers returns? These next few weeks will answer that, and they may decide just how far Las Vegas can push toward the playoffs. Even with the hope of Brock Bowers returning soon and Geno Smith brimming with confidence, Pete Carroll knows the Raiders aren't ready to relax. The win over New England was a powerful opening statement, but the real proving ground comes under the lights of Monday Night Football against the Chargers. For Las Vegas to keep pace in the AFC West, refinement, not just raw talent, will be the difference. Carroll has made it clear. Precision and execution will separate the Raiders from contenders to true threats. Timing, discipline, and sharper decision-making must all improve if they want to topple division heavyweights. And that pressure doesn't fall on one man alone. The running game is already under scrutiny. Rookie Ashton Jeanty, eager but raw in his NFL debut, struggled to find rhythm against the Patriots. His reads weren't always patient, and the nerves of his first start were visible. Carroll, though, remains confident. He sees a young back with the talent to adapt quickly, a player who just needs composure and experience to transform mistakes into growth. For Jeanty, each carry from here on out is more than just yardage, it's a test of maturity. But perhaps the greatest challenge of all lies in the trenches. The offensive line, steady against New England, now faces one of the league's fiercest pass rushes. The Chargers' defensive front is relentless, and their ability to collapse the pocket could define this matchup. For Geno Smith, who turned heads in his Raiders debut, protection will be everything. If the line falters, the offense risks stalling before it ever finds rhythm. And so, the stage is set. A rookie running back searching for confidence, an offensive line preparing for its toughest test yet, and a quarterback eager to prove his rise is no fluke. The Raiders have momentum, but against the Chargers, momentum alone won't be enough. Geno Smith showed flashes of brilliance in Week 1, but now the spotlight grows brighter. Against a defense as aggressive as the Chargers, his success will hinge on protection. The offensive line must rise to the occasion, opening lanes for Ashton Jeanty to run and buying Smith the precious seconds he needs to deliver accurate throws. If the unit holds strong, the Raiders' offense can flow. If it cracks, everything stalls. The chemistry between Smith and Brock Bowers could be the spark that tips the balance, if Bowers is healthy enough to play. Their connection has already proven dangerous, and with the Chargers' secondary always looking to pounce, timing and trust will be everything. But offense alone won't win this battle. The Raiders' defense faces a daunting assignment in Justin Herbert and an explosive Chargers attack. Keenan Allen remains a constant threat, and Los Angeles thrives on long, grinding drives that wear defenses down. For Las Vegas, discipline will be the key. Pressure on Herbert, tight coverage on his weapons, and resilience in the second half will determine whether they can withstand the storm. The Raiders step into this Monday night showdown with belief, fueled by their Week 1 triumph. But belief alone will not be enough. The Chargers, fresh off a statement win over the Chiefs, carry momentum of their own and a hunger to control the division. So here it is, a quarterback with everything to prove, a rookie running back searching for rhythm, a defense bracing for one of the league's most dangerous offenses. The Patriots game was the warm-up. The Chargers are the true test. And under the bright lights of prime time, we'll find out if the Raiders are contenders or just pretenders.